Actually, that little thing that I just did there, that's kind of a neat sign of just like if the main thrust of the plot isn't exactly interesting, you may get some background details that can be really cool. Which, granted, this is just science stuff. Oh shit, I mixed text. Dr. Clump. Dr. Clamp! I'm trying to think, is it a good idea for me to do the accent? Ah, fuck it. I hear you. We're with the NYPD. We'd like to ask you a few questions. Jesus Christ, from this angle, his lips look fucking huge. Professor, we're looking for clues concerning the incident which occurred. Are you accusing me? What? This again? What is this? Yeah, what the fuck? This is weird, actually. I really wasn't expecting it. What's going on? This man. Holy shit. Fucking hell? What the hell? That was Dr. Clump? I know him. I think. The fuck? I was about to say something. I was about to make a really accusatory statement. Reminds me of just an anime line where it's just like, hey, most of the people in this country are perverts. The racist. What's wrong? Are you okay, Max Butts? That'll be the title of this video. Just racism. It's like the black guy with extra wide lips, which actually might just be accounting for problems with detail or something. Yeah. We'd like to ask you about the mitochondria research you've been doing. NYPD, huh? Why are you interested in my work? The suspect mentioned the mitochondria would be set free. Now, that suspect ignited people without laying a finger on them. Then it transformed into some kind of creature and ran off. Since you mentioned mitochondria, we were hoping you could supply us with some info. Ha ha! No. Oh wait, ha ha! You have absolutely no idea what the true mitochondria is like. Do you? Dun dun dun. That's an amazing screen, by the way. The mitochondria possesses its own unique genetic code. I need to stop doing that. Fuck it. Oh my god, this is gonna get the most amount of dislikes. Goddamn, it's just like the race. The day Carlito and N.S.P went super racist. Its own. Are you saying it's its own separate organism? Precisely. Kind of like a parasite or something, huh? Parasite! That's an interesting way of describing this fascinating creature. We cannot live without the mitochondria. Do you understand? The mitochondria creates energy for us. Without it, we are nothing. We are here because the mitochondria arouse us to be here. Our brains, for example, their brains function due to the interaction between the axons and the dendrites. This interaction is possible due to the energy the mitochondria provides. Mesmerizing. Did you know the mitochondria is capable of discharging 200,000 volts of electricity? Well, it might be 200,000 volts, but it could be through just like a shit ton of fucking resistance. So as a result of that, you don't necessarily need that much high amplitude. It just needs, or not amplitude, amperage. So it could be that it only provides that potential difference because more of the amount of current it's able to produce, rather than just, high voltage. Voltage is only important when you think about it. If voltage is important, but you have to think of, okay, what power can you get out? What watt hours can you get out? But then I'm thinking of like practicality wise for human applications. By the way, what the fuck I don't know if that's like a light that's above the books, or if there is just a giant cable plugged in the side of the monitor, but it looks weirdly connected. These not only pertains to electrical discharge, but also it applies to heat energy as well. Heat? Then the combustions from last night were... For a human to burn and melt, 1600 degrees of heat must be generated. There are several hundred mitochondria present within a single cell. Okay, well, isn't it that it generates heat via absorbing oxygen? But then again, how could they catch fire if they absorbed that much oxygen? Well, then again, I guess like if you vacated all of the oxygen around, it would be probably overtaken by more oxygen. If all the mitochondria in the body began functioning at the same time, a tremendous amount of energy would be generated and released. Melting a human into a puddle of fluid would be a simple task with so much energy. So you're saying that the mitochondria ignited these people? About halfway through my analysis, I just realized, oh right, I forgot the guy who actually wrote the book this is based on is actually written by like a microbiologist, so he probably knows what he's talking about more than I do. Professor, we may be right in that we need the mitochondria to live, but in the end, we're just using them for energy, right? Ha ha, you have no idea. The mitochondria has control over an organism's growth. Take this hand, for example. Before you're born, the hand is merely a grub of flesh. But when the cells between the fingers deteriorate, that's when the fingers first form. When the cells make up the body aren't needed anymore, it receives a signal to die. This signal is initialized by the mitochondria. When it is relayed, the genetic information in the nucleus is cut off and in essence dies. The same can be said for aging. Mitochondria mutates 10 times faster than cells. Of course, this also applies to mutant forms of mitochondria as well. When too many mutant mitochondria multiply, energy production levels decreases. The decrease in energy production is associated with the aging process. So, are you still stupid enough to tell me we are the higher specimen, or the higher species? But you're not saying that the mitochondria are doing all this consciously, right? Are doing this consciously, right? For some reason, my voice started matching his animation because I thought it looked kind of wacky. We're doing this consciously, right? When I said the mitochondria could mutate 10 times faster than normal cells, I also meant that they could evolve at a rate 10 times faster. This is probably one of the few times in which, well, evolution is sort of like a combination of natural selection and, what is it? It's two parts. It's natural selection and... God damn it, fuck. It's mutation and natural selection, which is like if you have, it's basically just adapting to, or fucking hell, how the fuck do I forget the theory of evolution? God damn it. Jesus Christ, but it's like you are more adept than other things of your species until you slowly change and change and change. But because you can reproduce, your traits are saved in the fucking in your offspring, which is to say that I'm guessing that the mitochondria are also reproducing. Since the beginning of the creation, the mitochondria has been evolving at this rate. It's no surprise they possess a power beyond our cognition. No surprise at all. Yeah, Daniel's just surprised. Maybe he was stunned at the stupidity of my explanation of the theory of fucking evolution. Fucking, just look it up yourself. I'm a shitty explainer anyway. Let me tell you something. There was a scientist who tried to determine a mutation rate of mitochondria. With this, the scientist wanted to establish a connection with the human ancestry. In 1987, it was announced that the root of all humans can be traced to a single woman in Africa. This finding was announced around the world. Is that true? And with this, the mitochondrial theory spread like wildfire. Oh, I remember I was watching Derek Alexander's review of it. By the way, Derek Alexander, formerly Happy Video Game Nerd, now Scott Stelzman's from Fighting, he did a review of this for his underrated stuff. He used this as just like, she's bored, like, fucking, I is just nodding off here, just like, I don't understand this shit. You know what they call the root of it all? Mitochondria Eve. Splendid name, just incredible. Eve? The suspect in yesterday's case called herself Eve. What did it? I fucking need to stop this. Hey, if you know anything, you better not be holding back anything. She called herself Eve? Sorry, but I've told you what I know. I'd like to return to my studies now. I believe you know the way out. That looks like in primitive Photoshop. Hey, you better explain what the hell's going on here. Nah, dog. Back to my research. Daniel, forget it. Let's just go. God damn it! I would have liked if I could spend more time in the fucking... Oh, it's nighttime! I would have liked it if I could spend more time in the, museum. Carnegie Hall. Oh, right, after the rest. I'm just gonna see if there's anything here. I mean, I'm not gonna go back into the sewers. I'm just gonna see if there's anything I can find. I'll tell you, my holidays are ruined because of this. Fuck, your holidays? What about the families of the people who burned to death? Jesus Christ. They'd better give me extra vacation days for this. What are you doing here? I'm looking around, seeing for clues. Okay, repeated dialogue. Excuse me? Saw you on TV. You're from the 17th district, aren't you? You're the only one that survived. Well, no, my date didn't also survived. Poor guy. He just wanted a date. And then it went to hell. He must have been excited if he was bugging me as much as he says he is. Hey, you can't just come barging in here for no reason. You ain't getting no special treatment. Okay. Oh, wow, I just realized, I was like, that date spent a lot of money to get a limo and everything. And if he kept pestering her about it, presumably he wasn't creepy. But then again, he wasn't very classy either. It's like, and then your date is like, it's ruined. Oh, yeah, was he a fellow cop? I was thinking, like, he's like, somebody at work. Wait, did he drive me to the museum and then just decide, or the Carnegie Hall, and then just decided no? What the hell is wrong with that guy? I can't stand him. Jesus Christ, slow down, bro. Fucking hell, look at the speed. That man, I've seen him before, but I can't remember where.
It's Daniel. What? We'll be right there.
Max Butts, it looks like we got a break in the case. What? We gotta get back to the station, Max Butts. Hang on, I'm kicking the turbo faster than this? Are we gonna go to Plaid? Oh my god. We've gone to ludicrous speed. Alright, where are we going now? Oh, the precinct, okay. Oh, not the precinct, the department.